You mentioned there that it deals with some pretty heavy stuff,
Yeah.
Suicide, mental illness. What about the story spoke to you as a filmmaker?
Well, I think the way it was written, because originally the script. So Robbie, who plays Carl, he also wrote the film, and he sent me the script just to read it, to see what I thought, and give him some notes and stuff. And it was so well written, and it sort of I just felt something. You know what I mean? I've never struggled with mental health. I mean, not to that degree, anyway. You know, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people here that have, and it's quite a common thing. But I just wanted to sort of tell that story, and it was funny really, because that script, there was originally another director attached to it.
Okay.
And I was like, I've never directed before. Before this, I'm an actor. I've been an actor for 20 years. I've always wanted to direct. But I saw this script and I was like, this is the first film I wanted. I really want to direct this. Unfortunately, there was someone else attached. So I said, I want to be involved somehow anyway. Maybe on a co-produce it or something. Anything.
Yeah.
I just want to be involved because I really believe in the story and I want to get it made. So maybe a year went by and still nothing had happened with it. And I was like, what's happening with this film, to Robbie? And he was like, they've asked me to make a bunch of changes to the script and the story, and it went from being the script that I made to something like an episode of a TV soap.
Yeah.
And I read it again and I was like, this is not good. It's just gone a bit too. It's too long for one, and it's too much. There's too much information in there, and it's just not. It doesn't feel real and natural to me.
Yeah.
So I said, look, I will. The offer's still on the table. I'd love to still direct it, and but I want to direct that script that you originally sent me. And a couple of months went by, and he said, look, I've been thinking about it a lot, and I really want to make that film. And I said, well, let's do it then. And 4 months later, we were on set.
Amazing.
I'm lucky enough to have a lot of friends in the industry. I've been an actor for so long, and I know a lot of good crew, and it's just so I just pulled every favour I could, and we got it made.
It sounds like Robbie's script really, really spoke to you. Do you know where Robbie drew inspiration from for the story?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is from people who he knows, who he's grew up with, and he unfortunately has had a lot of friends like Carl who have committed suicide, and he's struggled himself with his own mental health, and that script that he sent me originally took him 5 years to write.
Right.
It's 15 minutes on screen, but it was 10 pages long.
Right.
And it took him that long to write it because he didn't want to rush it and overdo it, and also he didn't want to. He wanted to give the people that he knew that it's happened to. He wanted to do it justice for them.
Right.
And my feeling is, it's fantastic to come to film festivals and get it out there and show people. But my thing for the film is, I want it. If we can help one person by them watching the film, to reach out and talk to somebody, job done for me. That's
Yeah. How did Robbie feel when he first? I mean, it sounds like it's been gestating for a while now. Written over 5 years.
Yeah.
He's been working on it. Sounds like it's been quite the journey to get it made. How did Robbie feel when he actually saw the film?
Well, it was tough for me as a director, because obviously I've got my vision, and we've got a very similar vision. Mm-hmm. But the very first cut, I'd imagine, every filmmaker, when you see the first rough cut, it's like you're like, oh shit, this is not the film that I envisaged. Yeah. And then obviously everything comes together. You get your post, your sound design and your music and everything it comes together. But we had a lot of back and forth with Robbie, because he had his vision, I had my vision, and then we'd have to compromise in certain parts. But I didn't want to overtake, and I wanted to tell his story, because I knew how long it's taken him to write it and to get it out there. I didn't want to suddenly go, I'm the director, I'm taking over, it's my film, because it's not. It's every film should be a collaboration, and you know that's the way that I want to work going forward. I want to create a good team, a family, if you like.
Yeah.
And everybody understands the project and is like, you know, passionate to make it, as passionate as I am, as passionate as Robbie was, and that's what we created on Seconds Out.
It sounds quite daunting because, as you say, you know, Robbie's so attached to the story. You felt very strongly about it as well. You're a first-time director.
Yeah.
Were there ever moments when you were like, "Am I doing the right thing here? How should this work?"
Yeah, I mean, luckily, again, I've been like going back. I've been an actor for 20 years, and I've mainly film and TV. So I've been on sets all of my adult life, really, and I guess subconsciously, I've always watched how it works behind the scenes, because I've always had an interest in it.
Yeah.
And you know, for the last maybe 10 years, I've wanted to direct, but not had the bottle to do it, and thought, you know, I'm just an actor. How can I do that? How can I be a director? You know, you have to be clever to do that. But I guess, yeah, it's really daunting.
Yeah.
You know, your first day on set, you're like, oh my God, we're doing this. This is happening. All the crew are there. You know, everyone's really professional, and you know, you or the director, you have to be sort of in control of everyone. But I had such a good team around me that we just, like I said, we created this beautiful family, and it was a really nice process.
Yeah. So you enjoyed it. You got into the rhythm of it eventually.
Yeah. Eventually, yeah. I mean, because again, it's like we had, you know, there's moments where, excuse me, one of the actors who plays the boxing trainer, we were going to cast an actor for that, and then one of my producers went to this local boxing club in Manchester and spoke to the guy there who's a trainer, and it just so happens that he's also an actor.
Oh, wow.
And he was in Peaky Blinders and things like that, and he's a really, like, quite a well-known in the boxing world. He's a really well-known trainer. Nigel Travis, his name is. And so I just said, look, can we use the gym? And he was like, use the gym. I said, would you want to play the trainer? He was like, it'd be an honour to play that part. And it really spoke to him, because he understands there's a lot of boxers that he's, you know, lost due to the same illness and the same reason. So it really spoke to him as well. And
you mentioned earlier on, you and Robbie, you know, deliberating the creative process as you worked on it together. Were there any other challenges in getting the film made?
Money.
Well, yeah, money.
So we did a crowdfunder, and we wanted to raise £10,000, and we managed to get 5,000. So we made I said, we're making the film anyway.
Yeah.
And that was really the only challenge. I mean, like I said before, everybody pulled together, and everybody was, you know, really passionate about the project. So it was quite smooth.
And one final question: what advice would you give to aspiring filmmakers?
Well, I was going to say just do it, but
just do it, and now that's been stolen, stolen forever.
Yeah, damn.
Just say it. We'll just get everyone to do it.
But literally, just, you know, again, like I said before, me being an actor and wanting to direct, but standing back all the time, watching these people directing and being like, I'd love to do that one day, but how can I do that? You know, I'm just a little actor. But just having the confidence to go, fuck it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And the script landed on my lap, and I just said, right, that's it, let's do it.
So far we've had...
Not just do it, let's do it.
No, so far we've had just do it, and the first thing you said was, fuck it, do it.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Thank you so much, Phil.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.